Alright, this is going to be the overview video for Unit 7. So to get there, as a reminder, I think the easiest way is to go to Content and then scroll down the side and select Unit 7. And then you'll see the assignments on the pages for Unit 7. Unit 7 is pretty short. The main things you're going to be working on is a resume, another Dropbox activity, and actually submitting a resume. So let's look at Unit 7. For Unit 7, look at employability skills. So these skills and knowledge are necessary to map out and pass academic courses required to achieve post-secondary goals. So here are your objectives. We'll go through those one at a time. You'll see the review video right here, and then you can watch the Mrs. Doubtfire video. It's pretty entertaining. First objective is you'll demonstrate your knowledge of skills, aptitude, and educational requirements related to a particular career field. We've done a lot of studies and surveys and opinions on what you think is your best career option at this point in time. So that's what you're going to think about for this. And watch this video, and then what I want you to do is think about what makes you unique for your dream job. For Objective 2, you will be able to develop a personal and professional employability traits by engaging in classroom and community opportunities. If I were you, I'd start looking for either a part-time job, volunteer work. If you're interested in debating and be in the debate club, there's a lot of clubs available at your high school that can strengthen your employability traits and also look good on a college application and a resume. So think about what traits that make you a better employee than your competition. It's never too early to start building those traits. If you know you want to be a doctor, then go volunteer in a hospital. I know one of you wants to be an athletic trainer, then maybe you should start working at your school. I believe almost all high schools have student athletic trainers. That would be something to look into. So if you haven't already started, you need to start looking for opportunities that will enhance your traits for college and your future career. Okay, the last objective 3. Students will articulate the ways in which they are developing essential employability skills. So you're going to watch this video, and then there's a discussion. We'll go over that. That'll be due right before Thanksgiving break. And then you'll have a Dropbox activity. You have 2 of them. One is due the Thursday after Thanksgiving, and the following Dropbox activity, which is actually creating and uploading your resume, will be due on December 5th. Then after this unit, we have one last unit, Unit 8, and that will take us through, and then we'll have our final exam during the final week of the semester. So let's look at these activities. For the resume discussion, I want you to go look around the web or magazines, or if you have something at school, and I want you to find a video, blog post, article, whatever you can that's appropriate on how to write a resume. There are a lot of different styles, a lot of different opinions on what makes a good resume. Hopefully with this we'll get a bank of opinions and ideas that people can refer to when they're creating their own resume. There are some resume guidelines that you should have in every resume. There's been a lot of changes in what's expected out of a resume and what they're expected to look like. So once you find your resource, give a brief summary of it, and make sure you include at least one bit of information you learned from your web resource, and make sure you include a link to your resource. And then the part 2 is, like you've been doing in the past, is you're going to read a classmate's. You just need to reply to one student's post. Make sure there's no other responses to that student. I'd like for everybody to get a reply. And in your reply, compare and contrast the similarities and differences of your web resource with their web resource. Hopefully you'll get exposure to the different styles of resume. So you'll do that discussion. This should be done before Thanksgiving. Hopefully you get a good idea. This will be a good discussion to look at everybody's, and so you get a good idea what resumes look like. For your Dropbox activity, you're just going to answer the questions in the attached Word document, and then you'll upload that to here and this is due the Thursday after Thanksgiving. I try to space things out so you can have fun on your Thanksgiving break, and if you need to, get caught up in your other courses. And the last Dropbox activity for Unit 7 is to actually create a resume. I know Microsoft Word has a program that will do resumes. You can create your own style. I'd like for you to stay around these requirements. If you choose a different font, that's okay, but if you can't, think of a font that you like that looks well and it looks professional, then use Times New Roman font. Your headings should be about 13, and your other information should be about 12. You don't want it too big, and you don't want it so small it's hard to read. Headings should always be in bold text. I would avoid underlines because in this day and age, you send your resume via PDF. Employers or colleges may think it's a link. So read through these requirements. You should include these areas in your resume. Like I said, you don't have to follow a specific style, but you need to make sure you include all this information, 1 through 6. Also, use strong action words in your resume, and use adverbs and adjectives that can strengthen your resume. Okay, so you should look up strong action words or action verbs. You can look up different adjectives and adverbs to help strengthen your resume. And that is it for Unit 7. We'll wrap this unit up around December 5th, and we'll start the last unit. And Unit 8 is pretty short as well. Again, if you have any questions, please email me, text me, call me, whatever. I'll have limited availability during Thanksgiving break, but email will probably be the best during Thanksgiving break. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing your discussions and your resumes.